Good morning, parents. Good morning. I am very glad to stand before you all to speak, to give a few tips about good parenting. Parenting is a beautiful skill. It is a skill which we have to apply on our children to make them, to groom them a better citizen or a better child or the best child. Today, I am very glad to share a few tips about how to be a different parent. All parents are parents. Yes, they love the children, they take care of the children, they deal with the children. But some parents, they influence the children. They attract the children towards them. Yes, children will be mesmerized by the attitude and behavior of the parents and they completely change themselves. If a child is very naughty, it is whose problem? If a child commits suicide, it is whose problem? Who has trained the children in that manner that the child has committing suicide? Is committing suicide. You see, yesterday is a day of non-suicidal date. Yes, it is a day against suicide. But a boy who is training for NEET, he commits suicide. Yes, people, they end their life, small children, they end up their life in a very negative manner. So something is wrong somewhere. Okay, that is the extreme case. Committing suicide is the extreme case. But let us talk about our children, the children who are with us. How are they? Are they happy? Are they having the freedom to express their feelings? Do they live a very peaceful life? All these are all, you only know the answer. Yes, if you are a happy parent, then you can create a happy child. Yes, if you struggle in your life, if you always fight with your spouse, if you don't live a very peaceful life at home, then your children also will learn the same thing. Right? There is a Tamil proverb, Thayai pol pillai, nulai pol selai. As the father, so the son. Yes, how you are, the same way only your children will be there. Your actions will be reflected on your children. So, my dear parents, we have to be different. Yes, we have to be different. Yes, now let us see some tips how to be different, how to deal with the children. See, what is the trending problems in those days, in these days? See, children, they are addicted to mobiles. Yes, they are addicted to that. Without mobile phones, it is very difficult to handle them. If you take the phone from them, then they will scream on all those things they will do. It is a problem. It is a behavior problem and it is not a character flaw. Yes, it is a behavior problem. The child is having some problem. So we have to deal with the children very well. Right. Now for the first point, what we have to do, helping children deal with their feelings. Yes. See, when the baby is born, it is nurtured by the mother's love and care and it is good. It is coming up very well. And after some years, the child sees you. Mother is the first teacher. The father is the first teacher. Yes. The children, they observe you, how you behave, what you talk, everything. That is why if you are a Tamil speaking parent, the child speaks Tamil. If you are a Malayalam speaking parent, the child speaks Malayalam because you are the first teacher. They listen everything carefully. They observe you. So if you fight, they will learn from you. If you get angry, they will learn from you. If you are lazy, they will also be lazy. If you are untidy, they will also be not cleaning. They will not clean themselves. Okay, it is our duty to be a role model to our children so that our children will be brought up in such a way that they will be blessed in their lives. Right. Now see here. If the child is angry, if the child is frustrated, then what you have to do? You have to listen to the children. If the child is angry, what will the child do? Even some parents, when they fight, when they get angry, they will throw certain utensils here and there will be big fight. Everything is observed by children. Whatever you speak, everything is observed by children. So, my dear parents, we have to be very careful in our home. When we come from home, when we return from work, when you reach home, working father or working mother, be very careful in front of the children. What you speak, what you talk, what you do. If you use mobile too much, then your children also will use mobile. Okay, so we should be very careful. Now see here, if they have any problem, if they are very angry, you just listen to them. You call them and talk to them. How to talk? So kids will listen. Okay, children are very good listeners. They will listen to you. But you should talk to them in such a way, then only they will listen you. Right? Listen quietly and attentively. When they have some problem, you talk to them, make them to speak. Let them speak all their problems. Let them speak out their frustrations. Let them pour out their anger. Let them speak out. You listen carefully, attentively, you listen to them. Right? And you acknowledge their feelings. Acknowledge their feelings. If they say, Mommy, I am very much angry, the child has beaten me, or somebody has done something wrong to me, then you just, oh, it is a very sorry thing to hear. Oh, is it so? Like that, you just acknowledge their feelings. Then they will be very happy. If they have some problem, you just call them, talk to them and listen to them in such a way, and you acknowledge their feelings, then they will be very happy. Right? And even you can give your child a fantasy so that they will be very happy. Now, for example, if they say, Mommy, I just want to do this, okay, but I can't, okay, I want to study well, but my handwriting is very poor, then you can tell, okay, now if the angel comes and gives you a wish, okay, the handwriting should be neat, how well it will be. Like that, when you tell something, then child will, okay, but you try writing. You can do. God will give you the courage and strength to write neatly. Something, you just encourage them. Then the children, instead of getting more into frustration, they will turn back, they will come back to you, and you will be very happy. If you deal with your children, if you acknowledge their feelings, if you listen to them carefully, then the children's attitude will change. Okay, now, if at all you do all those things, but still there is some changes, if they cross the limits, if they are out of control, then what will we do if the child does some mistake? If the child is out of our control, then immediately we will slap the child, we will beat the child. Okay? Now CBSE says corporal punishment is a big crime, like that CBSE says. But then how can you beat your child? Okay, when you beat the child, certainly the children, okay, they will be against you. Okay, they may have some fear on you for some time, and then they will not listen to you. So we should be very careful to deal with them. Punishment should be done in a different manner. Okay, now for example, if you hit them, it will affect their feelings, it will affect their ego. Okay, hitting is not a solution. They have some problem, they are behaving in such a way that that makes you angry, but you have to be very careful in this place. Okay, instead of beating them or punishing them, you can do some alternatives. What you can do? For example, if your child is, if the child has done something wrong, right? Maybe the child has taken some of the household items and the child has kept it outside. Okay, and the thing is lying outside. Then instead of scolding the child, you can call the child and you can tell him or her, my dear, the tool is outside, the bag is outside, and it is very sunny or it is rainy. The tool will get spoiled. So could you please take it and keep it in its place? You have to talk to the children. You have to instruct them. Instead of getting angry, instruct the children. Okay, you can say, oh, it is not good that the thing is like, for example, the child comes home and he keeps the shoes here and there he throws. Then instead of shouting at the child, you can tell, my dear baby, why is the shoes lying here? Okay, can you keep it in its place? Okay, or you can write a note. You can write a note, please keep me in my rack, and you can keep it on the shoe. And you can tell the child, my dear, please go and see. The shoe wants to say something, then the child will see the note. The shoe says, keep me in my place. Then the child will feel shy. Okay, the child will keep it on its place. Okay, your children, okay, they should be trained to act. Okay, they should be instructed instead of shouting at them and beating them. If we adopt certain strategies, alternative to punishment, then they will listen you. They will become your good pet. Okay, they will always be happy to be with you, right? And you can even offer them a choice. Okay, for example, if they do something wrong, okay, instead of you do this, instead of doing that, you can tell them you can also do in this manner. Give them some choice so that they will listen to you, right? So first I told you, you acknowledge the feelings of the children. If they are angry, if they are frustrated, you talk to them, listen to them, and acknowledge their feelings. Then they will be happy. Okay, and even you can give some name for their feelings. Oh, is it so? You just listen to them. Okay, listening is the best thing. Okay, if you listen to them, then they will be happy. My father listens to me, my mother listens to me. I have told everything to my mother, my father, that like that they will be happy. Right. And next, second thing, instead of punishment is not a solution. Okay, don't punish the children. On the other hand, give some alternatives. You tell your feelings strongly. Okay, you tell your feelings. Okay, what you are doing is wrong. Okay, that you can tell it in such a way that the child will understand. Right? As well as I told you, state your expectation. You can state, my dear child, you have done this, but I expect this should be done in this manner. Okay, today you have spoken some bad words in your class. Your teacher told me. So instead of using bad words, there are a lot of good words. You can use those good words. I expect my child to speak good words. So instead of shouting at them, I expect you to be this. I expect you to be that. You are a good boy. You are a good girl. Okay, you can do this. Likewise, you have to speak to them. Right. Then, number 3, you have to encourage your child. Okay, your son or daughter must be encouraged. Okay, now for example, your daughter or son, okay, after taking bath, the wet towel, it should be dried up. Instead of keeping there, they keep it on the bed. Even in your house also it may happen. The wet towel is on the bed. So what you can tell, you can call the child, my dear, you come here. I don't want to sit on the wet bed. Then the child will understand, okay, the towel, I only keep the towel there. Father says he doesn't want to sit on the wet bed. Then they will take the towel. Or you can call the child and you can tell, my dear, the towel, like that you can say. Then, oh, this is not the place to keep the towel. They will take it and dry it in its place. Okay, so you have to teach them. You are the best teacher. Okay, you are the first teacher. Teach them. They are so good, lovable children. They love you so much. Okay, but they don't know how to act. Okay, when they do something, you just teach them, educate them, instruct them. Then they will be very happy. And describe what you feel. You have to say, my dear, come here. The room is very good. Everything is in an orderly manner. I'm so happy. But there is a wet towel on the bed. Only that alone is not very good. Like that, when you tell no, the child will understand, okay, this is not the right thing. Then they will not do it. Second time when they do, the towel, that's enough. One word is enough. They will do very well. Okay, so encourage them. Encourage them. Okay, encourage their cooperation. They should cooperate with you. They should cooperate with you, right? And then, what you can do, you should make your children self-dependent. They should not always depend on you. They should be self-dependent. Give them some task to do it on their own. Don't be very protective. Not very protective. You make the children to do something. Okay, on their own. Give them some task. Come on, my dear, you please do this. Give the screwdriver. Come on. When you do something, when you tighten the cycle chain or whatever it is, you take your child also with you and give them some task to explore their skills. Okay, when you do that, then they will be very happy to know about themselves, right? And show respect to your children. You should respect your children, right? Call them with respectful words because they deserve that. Okay, you should not treat them very harshly. Give respect to your children. Hello, good morning, child. And even in the morning when they get up, have a hug. You hug your children and say good morning, greet. So morning itself, that physical touch, okay, the physical touch will make your children to be very active throughout the day. Morning itself, when they get up, good morning, honey. Okay, hug the child and greet, or even you can give a kiss. Okay, physical union is very good. You might have seen Vasul Raja MBBS movie. In that, Kamal Hassan, what treatment he does? He just hugs, embraces everyone. Hugging treatment, beautiful treatment, beautiful treatment. If they are unhappy, if they are sad, if they are happy, whatever it is, hug them, hug your child. Okay, that physical touch will do wonderful things. Yes, my dear parents, you can do that. If they are adults, they may not like the physical touch. For them, some caring, supporting words will do wonderful things. Right? And don't ask too many questions to the child. Okay, don't ask too many questions. Okay, if you ask so too many questions, then they will be offended. So instead of that, you make them to speak, understand the situation, and you instruct very less but powerfully. Then they will be very happy to deal with you. Finally, my dear parents, you have to praise your children. You have to praise. Yes. What you have to do when they do something good, usually good parents, what they do? They will say, good job. Like that you will say. Instead of that, you describe more. For example, your child has cleaned the room, living room. Then what you have to do? You have to say, how beautiful. You have kept all the sofas intact. Okay, you have arranged the papers very neatly. Oh, it is very good to see. Come on, add on. Come on, describe the work that the child has done. Don't say, oh, it should be. Don't try to tell anything negatively. Try to praise your child in all positive manners, positive aspects. Then certainly the child will be very happy. You focus on the child's work, not on the plus or minus. You just focus. The child has done something, means appreciate. Praise. Praise is a very good tool to cover up your child. Okay, the children will be very happy when you praise them. Right? And don't label the child. You are lazy. You are naughty. Okay, you are arrogant. Okay, like that. Don't label the child with some names. Then they will be thinking, okay, I am a naughty boy. Okay, I am a dirty girl. Like that they will think. Instead of that, praise them with a lot of good words. Oh, you are a good boy. Good child. Okay, you are an excellent boy. Okay, that is a fantastic job. Oh, what a good thing you have done. Always this kind of praising words, appreciating words, words to make them alive, words to keep them busy, make them active with your words. Words will do wonderful things, my dear parents. Your words. See, I read one joke. Okay, every day, the husband, when he reaches home, right, the wife used to have a problem with the husband. The wife went to a counselor and said, whenever my husband comes, he beats me or he shouts at me. And my life is very pathetic. My husband, when he comes home, there is only fight. Then the counselor said, okay, when he comes home, there is a fight. Okay, you do one thing. When he comes home, you take some water, keep it in your mouth. Don't swallow, you just keep the water in your mouth. Okay, like that you do it. Then the lady went home. The husband came and she kept water in her mouth. No fight. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, no fight. The lady was so happy. She came to the counselor happily. Counselor, sir, I kept water in my mouth as per your instruction. Nowadays there is no fight at all. Then he said, yes, my dear woman, it is because of you only all the fight. Because when you keep water in your mouth, you cannot speak. If you speak, then fight will be there. You will speak all nonsense and your husband will be unhappy and he will fight with you. But now you stop speaking and there is no fight. Yes, dear parents. Yes, words will kindle fight. Words will affect egos. Everything, words only. So let us be very careful with our words. You want your child to be happy. You want your child to be brought up in such a way that the child will be successful. Then please be careful with your words. Don't label the child. You are naughty, you are poor, you are good for nothing. Never. Don't use all those words. Instead, you always use praising words, praise the child like anything. Then you see the result. The children will be very happy, right? And then let so my dear parents, so I have told you that you have to acknowledge the feelings of the children. When the child is unhappy, you listen to them very carefully. That will solve a lot of problems. And then I told you that you have to use some other methods instead of punishing the child. Don't punish the child, use some other strategies. According to the situation, you have to act. So you pray to God to give that power. And then finally, third point, you encourage them, you get their cooperation, you involve them in all the activities, you instruct them, then they will cooperate with you to keep your house clean or to listen to whatever you want to say. And then encourage them. Okay, encourage them to do some new things. Right? They have a lot of potentials. Use them. See, if you have one child or two children in your house, they are very powerful. You can make your house a heaven. It is in your hand, my dear parents. It is you who have to do that. The Bible also says, don't make your children angry. This is the instruction given by God to parents. Okay, for the children, God has said they have to obey you. But you should not make your children angry. How will you make your children angry? It is through your words. Okay, so please be very careful with your words. And then finally, praise them. You praise them with all things. Okay, when you praise them, then they will listen to you. Okay, children. So my dear parents, hope you have listened and you have understood a few tips of how to be a good parent, how to be a different parent. Now let me tell you, if you allow your child to sleep more, then you are not a good parent. 6:30, your child wants to get up, means wake up the child at 6:30 or 6 o'clock means 6 o'clock. Don't tell, and let him sleep for some more time and don't wake him up. No, you are spoiling your child. Okay, don't spoil your child with all these things. Be very careful. Okay, Manava, pray to God, God give me wisdom to bring up my child well. Yes, parents, you should be a very good parent to take care of your child's growth. When the child grows up, the child should tell, my parents, they instructed me, they brought me up in this manner. That is why I am successful. Like that, they should give witness about you. See here, so waking up time is very important. Morning when they wake up, you please help them to wake up, give them a hug and make them to start the day very well. Speak always positive words. When you do that, then the children, they will be always praising you because you are the first teacher. Please don't forget, you are the first teacher. And they always look at you. They look at you. You are the role model. As that if you are wrong, if you are bad, then they will also be bad. So you should be extra careful. Okay, you should know how to speak in front of the children. Don't talk everything in front of the children. Be a leader. You should be a leader. Be an administrator in house. Okay, a woman is the home minister of the house. You should be very careful. A house is built only by the mother. A house is built by mother. A mother builds the house. A mother destructs the house. A mother is a builder as well as a destroyer. So, mother should be very careful. And father, you should know how to deal with your children. Right? You should acknowledge your children. You should do some alternative things for punishment. Okay, some different strategies. You should encourage their cooperation. You must praise your child now and then. Then the children will be happy. They will have a happy atmosphere. And your life will be happy and you will have a sense of happiness. Yes, I have done something good to my child's life. I am a good parent. I am a good father. I am a good mother. Like that you can very happily you can tell. So, dear parents, if you are busy certain times, okay, so in this, what is very important? Interaction is very important. You should interact with each other well. A husband and wife should interact well. And the children and the parents, they should interact well. Okay, they should talk, they should listen. Okay, one another. Interaction is very, very important for a happy home. If you want a happy home, then you have to interact with others. Right? And then, I already told you, have physical communion, okay, physical communion, hugging, kissing, like that when you do, then the children, they will love you. They know, love you. You can also say, my dear, I love you. I love you, this word. Then, when they become an adult, when a boy or girl says, I love you, they will not feel immediately, they will not have any kind of sensation, right? So, what is the meaning of love? You teach them, you instruct them, then the children will be happy. If the child is happy, the child will learn well. If the child learns well, then the child will become very successful. The child's life will be peaceful, and your life also be peaceful. Thank you, parents, for giving your time. May God bless you. Be a different parent. Change the life of every children. And may God give you the wisdom to deal with the children well. Thank you. God bless you all.